Well, I thought he had a really good camp. The thing that sticks out to me with him is he can skate. He's long, he can skate. Talked to his prior coach, got some information on him there, and I just wanted to see him up in the lineup and see he's got to sink or swim there. And I think he's done some really good things as we've gone about. He's been a good player for us all year long.
Obviously, you're going to depend on your colleagues in the business to give you advice, but from what you saw just from a distance before he came to Philadelphia,
I didn't even know.
Okay.
Didn't, you know what the greatest point for me about him is? He signs a one-year deal. I like that. He's betting on himself, and I didn't even see him play when he did. I didn't notice him if he did when I was coaching, but one of our top face-off guys tonight again, wins a key one at the end for the goal. He's been scratched and, as we've moved people around, and he just goes about his business. So what he's getting, the ice time he's getting, and some of the situations he's being put in, he deserves.
Got another power play goal tonight after 2 yesterday. How much of this is just kind of what you've been saying for weeks, where just shoot more pucks than that?
Yeah. I think when we scored, that's what happens, right? I think another one, I just don't think we stay with it as far as keeping it simple. I still think we're inconsistent with that. We try to make a couple plays through the seam where no plays are there. I think we've got to keep a simple view of how we go about it. And winning some face-offs, which I think has been key to give us some control. But I'm still frustrated as I watch it tonight because why not go back to what we just did when we scored? And so it's a work in progress.
John, you guys have won 5 in a row now. I mean, have you, at 10-7-1, are you ahead of where you expected to? I know expectations is kind of a tricky question, but are you ahead of where you thought this group would be at this stage of the season?
I don't know where we were supposed to be at this time of the season. All I know is we're just trying to be consistent. This was a hard game. Everybody, the trap game and all that, because there was a lot of emotion in last night's game or yesterday afternoon's game. The thing that I appreciate with our club tonight is how we started the game. I think in back-to-backs, how you start the game, I think determines quite a bit as you go through there. So, I don't know where we're supposed to be. All's I'm trying to do with the coaching staff and the club is just try to be consistent every day. And I think things take care of themselves. Just a couple of weeks ago, we were struggling, found ways to lose games. Now we're finding ways to win games. In a long season, it's the ebbs and flows. It's how you handle those things. So happy for them. I'm happy I thought yesterday afternoon's game was a big game to make the road wins stand. I think sometimes when clubs win a few on the road, they come back home and they don't get that first one. They don't make the road wins stand. We did. And then we come into a back-to-back against a team that's lower in the standings, but a team that's in every game. That Columbus team is in every game. And I just like the way we handle ourselves.
You continue to talk about momentum and how momentum of the game is one of your big talking points this year. They score to make it 3-2, then the penalty happens. How important was it that you guys got to the intermission and then how they responded?
Yeah, it's another situation. You don't want to write it up that way, but you find a way to get it done, kill the rest of it off. And third period was kind of team. We were just not either team was getting many scoring chances. The clock just kind of ran out. Some penalty calls that I just don't understand added to it, but it's situational play. I think when you're dealing with a club that's growing, I think one of the biggest factors are momentum swings and situational play that involves the swings. Does it put you in a bad spot because you don't understand situations? Does it give you a better look to keep it because you're smart with situational play? Those things intertwined are huge in winning in this league.
The team struggled earlier in the year with closing out games. What do you think has been the difference in this, 5-game set?
I don't know. We've had some success. We've grabbed a lead. I remember last year we were chasing games all year long. I think we had resiliency last year because we crawled back into some games and won, but we've started off strong, and we've had some success in protecting it, and I think the more success you have with it, I guess the more comfortable you'll be with it. And tonight, the second goal, you know it's going to be a close game right to the end, and I thought we handled ourselves the right way. Yeah, I do. I think to me, it's belief. You find a way to scratch away some wins against some really good teams, and you start believing that we're doing this right. And it's not a physical skill, it's a mental skill. Belief is huge when you're dealing with 25, 26 athletes to be a team. Belief has to be the main constant when you're dealing with a bunch of individuals turning it into a team. So it's good now. It's 5 in a row. We're going to get tested when there's some struggles. We'll see how we are then. But as long as we come to work each and every day to be the best we can be.
You guys haven't trailed at all during this 5-game winning streak. But you
Yeah.
guys are still pretty young. Are you almost surprised at how well you guys are managing games and keeping teams kind of at bay?
Well, I think we struggled managing some games early. The way I look at it, I guess, as a coach, you say to yourself, well, maybe they did learn, their lessons. It's not like we're drawing things up and how to manage games. It's a mindset when you're in those momentum swings during a game. It's not something you can call a timeout and draw up. It's here. So hopefully they're feeling more and more comfortable being in them and trying to get on the right side.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you.